Bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers is back here today with a fast-track live home tour for you. Now today we are in one of the newest HDB clusters in the Bedok area. Now this is the Fengshan Greenville area and we have a very unique high floor 4-room unit to show you. Now before we go into the unit details, I want to share a little bit more about this cluster first. Now this Fengshan Greenville cluster in total is made up of 8 blocks and there are a total of 1058 units right here. So it actually, the different blocks actually varies between level 16 to level 19 and it's made out of studio unit, 3-room, 4-room and 5-room. Now, so I'll just want to quickly show you in terms of our block itself. So our block itself is actually located at 186A block and there are a total of 126 units right here made out of 4-room and 5-room. So if I were to quickly show you the site plan over here, so this is the Fengshan Greenville site plan. So where our block is located is right here at 186A. So now the 3 key things that I need to highlight to you is, although we are located along the Bedok North Road, but for our unit itself is actually internal facing towards the school and towards the landed enclave. And also over here, you can see that we're actually located right beside the drop-off porch and you do have a fully sheltered walkway towards a multi-story car park as well as a sheltered walkway towards the Block 82 HDB whereby you are fully covered towards the nearest bus stop. So this is definitely good news for people who are looking at this block in the Fengshan Greenville cluster. So for our block itself, each level you are looking at 7 units. There are 5 units of 4-room and 2 units of 5-room. Now, coming back to our unit right here, now this 1001 square feet layout is very functional, very squarish kind of layout. So where I am standing right here is actually towards the living room. Now, the first thing I want to bring you to is actually towards the window area. Now, unfortunately, it's raining today, but on a clear weather, you can actually look towards the Anglican High School. It's an unblocked view and you can see the landed enclave and even the Changi Airport Control Tower. So I think it'll be really nice to sit here with your coffee and enjoy some plane spotting activity with your families. So over here, you do have a built-in TV feature wall and towards the left, towards my right hand side, it also double up as a lot of cabinet and storage area for you. Now this side, I think if you want to fit in a L-shaped sofa, you can definitely do so. You do have the space for it. And coming towards the foyer area, now this is our main door and of course, I personally do like this kind of layout whereby your household shelter is tucked at one corner. So that means that you can actually use this space as a walk-in dry pantry area as well because your kitchen is right down here. So this kitchen itself, you can see that it's actually currently an open kitchen concept. But for those of you who prefer an enclosed kind of kitchen, let me just show you some ideas that you could do. So let me just bring this up. So for the kitchen area right here, what you can potentially do is to glass up and then you can insert like a sliding glass door or like a bifold door as well so that when you want to do your heavy cooking, you do not have to worry about the fumes going into your living area. So right here in this kitchen, you can see that you do have this kind of dual galley kind of concept. So over here, you have a lot of kitchen countertop space. The material itself is quartz, so it's fire resistant. So I think this area is definitely good to put in your electrical appliances and you do have a lot of storage space for you. And towards my left hand side, you have your cooker hood and hob by Bosch, as well as top hung cabinetries, bottom cabinetries for your storage needs. So what I want to highlight to you is this sink. This is by Blanco, a Germany brand, and as well as the tap from Kohler. Now, sometimes when we do our cooking, our hands are oily and then we'll need to open up and then it might dirty our tap, right? But this tap itself, right, is actually touchless. So you see, you can actually save you the hassle of cleaning up your handle when you touch it with oily hands. So a very well thought out design. So over here, you also have a separate yard area that we have this bifold glass door right here. So for your yard area, very good size. You can even consider doing like a stack up washer dryer, or if you prefer to have those automated drying system, you can consider putting in your Steigen right here. So what I think is great is that although we are internal facing, you do have a pocket over here that allows a lot of ventilation to come in to the yard area to help you dry your clothes as well. Now, let's head back outside over here where we can see our dining area. So the dining area right here is currently fitted for 4 to 5 packs. So I would think that if, let's say, for instance, you do not actually need 3 proper bedrooms, you want to consider hacking away this bedroom, then you can potentially put your dining area towards this side. So let me just show you quickly. This is the floor plan. You can consider hacking this away to expand your entire living dining space. So you could do something like this, whereby you can utilize the window on this bedroom. at this bedroom itself. Now, before we head into the bedroom, I also want to quickly touch on the location because I personally think that the location of the Fengshan Greenville cluster is very good. So, Fengshan Greenville cluster is actually located between two MRT stations, Tanah Merah and Bedok. So again, from the fully sheltered walkway towards the nearest bus stop, you can take about 3 stops that will bring you to Tanah Merah MRT, or about 4 stops will bring you to Bedok MRT station. So of course, in terms of the expressway around here, PIE, ECP are also very easily accessible. And if let's say the malls around here, you definitely have your Bedok Mall, and towards the further eastern side, you do have your East Point Mall, your Changi City Point, your Jewel at Changi Airport, Tampines. There's so many malls options for you located right here. And for families with school-going children, you don't just have 1 or 2 primary schools to choose from within a 1 kilometer radius, right? You actually have 5 primary schools to choose from. And let me just quickly bring it up to you. What are all these primary schools? So these primary schools are Bedok Green, Fengshan, Red Swastika, St. Anthony's Canossian, and Yuneng Primary School. So I would think that for families with children, you are definitely spoiled for choice. And if you do have young toddlers, there's actually a childcare center within this cluster itself as well. Now, I also want to further emphasize on the amenities, how convenient it is. So let me just show you the street directory map. So this is where we are, 186A. So right next plot over here, this is the 85 Fengshan Center, where you can find the hawker center with lots of good food, as well as the wet market right here. There is also a 24/7 fair price over here and various coffee shops. And if let's say that is not sufficient, right, across the road at this 100-odd cluster, at this 2 block 122 and 123, you also have a few coffee shops. And at 115, you also have a 24/7 Sheng Siong supermarket. So, and okay, before we go off, we also want to talk a little bit more on the leisure activities because Bedok Sports Hall is just right here. And if you were to go further down, you have Bedok Heartbeat. So, if you prefer to go towards a beach area, right, you can run towards this side, down this side, and you will actually reach East Coast Park. I think a jog would maybe take about 3 to 4 kilometers. I think that would be really nice. So I think as you can see in terms of amenities, over here at this Fengshan Greenville cluster, we are very well surrounded by so much amenities. Now let's head on inside to check out the rooms. So for the bedrooms itself, right, over here we have 2 common bedrooms. In terms of sizing wise, they are the same, just that for this first bedroom right here, you do have a built-in wardrobe space, and for the other bedroom, there are no fixtures at all. So the good thing is both side faces towards the same view as the living room as well as the master bedroom, and these are all northeast facing, so you do not have any western exposure into the unit itself. So for this bedroom, you can see that as mentioned, there is no fixture, so you can definitely do up your own free play in terms of the interior design preference. Now opposite of these 2 common bedrooms, you do have your common bathroom. It's in an original condition, but I would say that it's very well maintained, and also comes with the ventilation window that dispels moisture towards the yard area. Now stepping into the master bedroom, so first thing first would be your master ensuite right here. Again, very well maintained and well kept. And this is your master bedroom. So one thing that I want to point out is that if you can see this floor plan over here, so you do have this little corner, which the owners have actually used it for your wardrobe space. So this creates this really flush kind of design. It doesn't look like the wardrobe is protruding out and eating into your master bedroom. Now the layout over here is great because even with a king size bed, you do still have sufficient space to put 2 good size bedside table. And of course over here, you can even put in your TV feature wall. Now, before we wrap things up, I also just want to quickly touch on the pricing portion, just so you know what are the area that you are looking at, you know what's the pricing that you're looking at. So, to make a more apple-to-apple comparison, right, because for our cluster right here at Fengshan Greenville, the balance lease is very good at 93 years. So, if let's say you're looking for a 4-room unit in this cluster, you'll probably look at a cluster that is at least TOP year 2000 onwards, right? So, let me just quickly show you over here. So at the point of our filming, for the Fengshan Greenville, which is within our cluster itself, there are about 6 listings available for sale. Asking price 850 to 908. Of course, the difference would be dependent on the floor level. So for our unit right here, it's also located on a high floor above level 15 and enjoys a good unblocked view. Now, in terms of the sizing wise, it's all the same at 1001 square feet and 93 years of balance lease. Now, if you were to move further towards the Bedok South area, you have Vista 8. So for Vista 8 itself, there are about 2 listings available for sale, and the asking price is slightly lower at 788 to 820. But of course, in terms of the size wise, it's slightly smaller, and balance lease as well is slightly lower. Now, if let's say you are looking more towards the proximity towards the MRT station, you do have the linear green cluster. At the time of filming, there are about 3 listings available for sale. asking price is towards the higher end, 840 to 990. But of course, this cluster is the closest towards the Bedok MRT station. So whether you prefer to pay the premium to stay closer towards the MRT, that one will be dependent on your personal preference. But otherwise, I would think that for our unit right here, 4-room, good size at 1001 square feet and located on a very high floor, and you enjoy a good unblocked view surrounded by great amenities, and asking at just 900,000, you can definitely consider this unit. So if you're keen to find out more and view our home right here, do give our listing team a call. Our contact details are down below. Do also like and subscribe to bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers channels. We are on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. My name is Yanyan, bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place.